Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I always do stuff with my hands under here, but no one can tell. I'm like, hi, welcome back to my channel. Anyway, I'm a little late on this, but today I'll be doing my 2017 Holy Grail makeup items. So these are the things that I cannot live without, and if you took it away, I'd be like, oh my god, like why would you do that to me? I didn't do anything to you. Those items. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you've been watching my channel, you knew that this was coming. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. In general, I think Wet n Wild has been absolutely killing it. I would vote them as like maybe drugstore brand of the year. This foundation, though, I just want to give it a shout out on its own. It's just so full coverage. It doesn't show off my redness or my dryness. It really applies well with a sponge. It's just an overall awesome foundation. And if Wet n Wild decided to hike up the prices, double them even, tomorrow I would still continue to purchase this because I think it's that good. I was just like going to pat my face kind of like this just to make sure that the foundation was on. And then I realized like this is a holy grail. I have literally used this beauty blender, or not this one, I've got new ones, don't worry. But I've been using beauty blenders for the past year at least to apply my foundation, and it has been an absolute game changer. I mean, most of the foundations that I use, I don't know why, but they slide around and they move. I always get like streaks when I try to apply with a brush. And granted, maybe I don't have the right brush, but this just applies in that like Photoshop finish flawless way. And I just can't see myself living without this. This is definitely holy grail. Next on my list is a primer. And this primer is so awesome. I mean, it like really hydrates my face. I didn't put it on today and I can definitely feel the difference without it. Like I just feel like my face is patchier and just like creases more easily. And this just gives your face that perfect canvas to apply foundation. I have quite a few Wet n Wild products on my list just because I told you, like I think they're killing it. So the next one on my list is the Wet n Wild contour stick, and they call it a contour stick, but I think it's a bronzing stick in Oaks on You. And I mean, it just blends so well. This is like I don't want to say the wrong number, but I think it's like $3. I mean, and it applies better than a lot of the higher end sticks that I've used. It blends so easily. It doesn't move your makeup around. It's a really beautiful color, and it just, to me, it gives me that perfect base before bronzing up my face with bronzer. If you've been watching my channel, you also know that the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette is one of my holy grails. This has been a game changer for me. Not only is it a game changer for me on a daily basis, but also when I travel, I throw this bad boy into my suitcase and I have a bronzer, I have a setting powder, I have contour, I have a great like kind of brown smoky eye that I can do with it. It's really like an all-in-one package deal. Not to mention, like I also have the Kat Von D setting powder on my list as well because the formula is so great. These are definitely two products that I cannot live without. I use this almost every single day, if not every single day. Staying on the drugstore train, and I never seem to take the plastic off of this thing, I don't know why, is the NYX Wonder Pencil. This pencil is awesome for lining your waterline when you're just, you don't really want to put any eyeliner on and you just want a bright look. It used to be really popular to wear white eyeliner, and that kind of looked weird to me. It always kind of seemed freaky, although I did it. This is just like a great neutral kind of shade. It reminds me a lot of the Benefit color, but it's just a great neutral shade to throw into your waterline so that it doesn't feel so intense when you're doing a look that you don't want to put any eyeliner on with. I'm almost laughing and this is in no order whatsoever, so maybe I should have done it in order, but I didn't. But I'm almost laughing as I bring this up because it's almost a joke. I mean, this is hands down my favorite mascara of all time. And I've gone through like the Dior, I've gone through the Chanel, I've gone through the drugstore, I've gone through the purple one that everyone loves, and like the pink one that everyone loves, and this has always been my absolute favorite. It lengthens your lashes, it gives them that full look, it makes them black as night. I mean, it is just hands down my holy grail mascara, and I will pay $24 for it any day. I have 3 MAC products on my list today for my holy grail items. So the first one is my Studio Fix from MAC, and as you can see, I hit pan. I always hit pan. This is like my 4th or 5th one that I've purchased. It's an NC35 if you're curious. It's just a great face powder. And what I love about this powder is that a lot of the times when I buy face powder, it doesn't actually cover anything. It kind of just sets it, right? And this actually has pretty solid pigment where if I'm worried that my foundation is showing a little bit of redness, I'm not worried after I put this on my face. The second MAC product on my list is the bronzer that I purchased in dark. It's the Studio Sculpt Defining Powder. It actually might not even be, I think it is a bronzer. I love the color. It's not too orange. It's not shiny. It's not too dark. Like, it really gives me that sculpty glow that I want. The last MAC product I have on my list is Soft and Gentle. Take away all my highlighters, but this is like one of those basic holy grail highlighters. Like when I don't know what to put on my face, or I want to run out the door, or like I just know I want like a good highlighter, but I don't like really care to look for it, like I grab this. I'm just excited every time I put it on. They just really got it right with this. It's not too sparkly, it's not too shimmery, it's not too dull, it's not too gold. For deeper skin tones, I highly recommend trying the Golden Globe. It's kind of like a darker, soft and gentle. It's so funny because every time I find something, I'm like, oh my God, like this is amazing. Like, I can't believe I've ever lived without this. Like, I'm never gonna let this go. Like, whether it be a trick that I use for makeup or like a new product or something like that. And then it always kind of like over time you find something better, something newer, whatever. And then there's those products that kind of stick over time, and that is this blush for me. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Pampered, and it is stunning. I mean, this goes with every look. You could do a smoky eye, you could do a simple eye, you could be in the summer, in the winter, in the fall, whatever it is, like this will complement your look. And it's one of those universal blushes that is really hard to find. And if I wasn't doing a YouTube channel, I'd probably not explore because I'd probably just put this on all the time because like that's how much I love it. And I'll reach for it still. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that I'm like using this one. Like again, I know, but like it's gorgeous. Another highlighter that I have on my list is the Wet n Wild highlighter in Mega Glow. And that is so accurate to what this is. What I love about this is that when you put it on, you're like, did I put highlighter on or do I just look that good? Like, that's what's so cool about it. It's not like in your face, but it's just enough where people stop and they go, oh girl, you're glowing. Like, you look good. And for like however much this is, and I know it's not over like $8, like this is worth it. Like, if you don't want to splurge on a highlighter, if you're new to highlighters or whatever the case may be, like grab one of these bad boys in Mega Glow and you will not be disappointed. The next item that I want to talk about, like I never thought that I would talk about or like it would be a holy grail item until I tried a bunch and didn't like any, and it's the Duo eyelash glue. This is great, and I've tried like so many other ones and clear ones and squeezy bottles and this and that, and this has been the one that just works for me. If you're a girl that wears, or a guy that wears falsies, like you know how important the glue is. You don't want to look like that girl from The Bachelor where her eyelash was falling off when she accepted. If you know, you know. I am going so out of order, I like can't even stand myself right now. Can't believe I didn't like think about it. As I've tried new products, I start to see things that I do and don't like. And then I find out that, oh, if you have a holy grail of something, there's another thing that's gonna be just as good, if not better, and you should definitely try it. So as I've developed this channel and as I've gotten into makeup and really kind of like studied the formulas and everything, I have grown to like the Fenty Beauty sticks. I like the Born This Way concealer, whatnot. But for years, and I need to get back into it, my holy grail was this NYX HD concealer. And then this year I discovered the Wet n Wild concealer. So I did just want to give them a shout out because they are dope. If you want drugstore concealers that are really great and creamy and pigmented and, blend easy, then you need to pick these up because they're great. I kind of snuck this in there, but I didn't really talk about it. And these are the kind of like, what do they call them? The matchsticks or something from Fenty Beauty. First of all, they're gorgeous. I mean, this color is adorable. I love the fact that they're magnetic. I like bought them as soon as I found out that was the case. I think the packaging is so beautiful. Just kind of like that matte, simple packaging. Reminds me a lot of the KKW Beauty packaging. But out of the three of these, I specifically want to call out the Matchstick Concealer in Linen. This is a game changer. I didn't actually know until India told me that you don't have to set these, but you don't. Just throw this on and run out the door and you are good, which is hard to say about concealers because they tend to crease a lot, especially on me. And so if I'm saying you don't have to set it and it doesn't crease, it doesn't crease. This next Holy Grail item is definitely a new one for me, and it's the Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Ash Brown. I mean, you can tell. Mama's been dipping in there. This stuff is great. I never thought that I would find any sort of brow product that I liked more than the NYX Cake Powder, which I've used for years. Definitely a Holy Grail. I don't think I need to say much about this because everybody knows it and loves it, but yeah, just thought I'd mention it. I just want to talk about ColourPop. I love ColourPop. I love ColourPop lippies. I love lippy sticks. I love the eyeshadows. I love everything about ColourPop. It's just so affordable. The shadows are so pigmented. The colors are so beautiful. You really get everything that you need in a palette. You get your, kind of matte shades. You get your kind of crazy shades, and then you get your shimmery shades. You can do so many looks with this. These two palettes especially have a place in my heart because they're my first ones, and I use them almost every single day. I'm just giving everyone a moment to soak it in. How gorgeous is this palette? And they just kill it with every single one of their palettes. I'm never disappointed. I've seen so many advertisements come out on Trend Mood lately, and when it's Morphe, I'm like, God, I wish I had more money because I just want them all. They're all so great for their own reasons, and you just know that the quality is there. And for $23 for this entire palette, I mean, of course I'm going to buy it. There's so many eyeshadows, and they're such great quality. Next, I just want to talk about brushes because I have some that I literally don't think I could live without. The first one is this Wet n Wild brush right here, and I use this exclusively for highlighter. Just the shape of the brush, how wide it is, and then how kind of it moves and it's so light, just applies highlighter so beautifully. I don't think that I could find another brush like this. It just kind of like perfectly fits into those areas on your face that you want to put highlighter, and it just makes you sparkle. The next brushes that I want to give a shout out to are these two Morphe brushes, and they're pretty similar, but I use them for different things. I use this one right here for blush just because it's a little bit coarser, it's smaller, and the bristles are separated more, so it doesn't like kind of put so much blush and concentrate in one area. It's able to move it around. And then the second one is this one, which is just a little bit thicker, bigger, and the bristles are closer together. And this is great for both like applying bronzer and also contouring with this tip. If you've been watching my channel, you know that this is my Holy Grail brush, and you also know that I have no idea what brand it is. I looked everywhere. Companies, put brand names on your brushes. This is one of those Amazon purchases. I literally purchased like 10 brushes for $10, and this happened to be one of them. And I use it to blend in all of my bronzer, and it is the shit. It's just thick enough to blend everything, but not too much where it moves everything around. And if you look at it, there's kind of an angle, which allows me to contour that bronzer when I want to. The next brush on the list is this e.l.f. tapered brush, kind of pointed tapered brush. I use this brush to set my under eyes, but then I also use it to carve out that contour, because although you can really fit this perfectly under your eye, you can also use this tip to just carve it just a little bit, and I use my Kat Von D powder, and this is the shit. The next brush is a Quivange brush, which I also got on Amazon, but they put their brand name on there. Good job. And this is one of those brushes that came in a set of a bunch of brushes. It is a flat eyeshadow brush, but it's thick. And what I use this for is to kind of place that eyeshadow in my waterline, or in my waterline underneath my eye, my lash line, and it puts it perfectly even under the entire thing. So this is really great for both applying that and buffing it out. The last one is my Royal & Langnickel brush. It is a very small brush, but I use it all the time. I use this brush to highlight under my brow bone and in my inner corner, and it's my go-to. You can tell that this is my favorite because it's the biggest size and it's already, down to the bottom. This is probably like my 6th or 7th bottle of this, and it's the Purity One Step Facial Cleanser. This will get your makeup off so easily. If I had an empties video, it would be in every single one. I absolutely love this. I use it to wash my face in the morning, and then I also use it to remove my makeup at night. So this is one of those products that I never thought I would ever replace, and then recently I started using the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser, and this one's amazing as well. I think they're both so great. I don't know. I got this one as a gift, and then I just kept using it, but it is more expensive, I believe. What I love about this is that it cleanses the skin without making your skin feel like it needs moisturizer. You're gonna like shrivel up into a raisin. Both of these are my Holy Grail facial cleansers. If I don't have them, I don't know what to do. The next thing I'm gonna share has completely changed my life and my skin, and I never in a million years thought that I would, use this product or that this product would be my Holy Grail, but it's my MAC Complete Comfort Cream. I put this on every morning and every night, mostly every night because it's kind of heavy and sometimes I rush to put my makeup on. But this is amazing. I don't really know how to describe the smell, but now I'm so addicted to it because I know what it does for my skin. But if you have rosacea, this will really help, and it's at a price point that's more affordable than like Drunk Elephant or Kiehl's or anything like that. I used it, and then the next day my redness was almost completely gone. It has made my skin so smooth, and the roughness has completely disappeared. My boyfriend Stanley, my family have complimented me on how beautiful my skin looks. And granted, I still have redness, but like this has definitely helped a lot, and I highly recommend it. And it's one of those things that you don't expect to get skincare from MAC, right? But like this skincare is amazing, and I just want to keep trying more of their stuff. The last thing in this video, and then I'll shut up and whatever, is the Oribe Wave and Shine Spray. And I've always wanted to do a hair care video because I've just been so obsessed with hair care lately. Thank you, Rachel. And the cool thing about this is it really holds like a hairspray, but it smells like Oribe. So this is why I like it so much, because it turns out it's a perfume. I spray this in my hair even when it's dirty, and people are like, oh my God, your hair smells so good. It's dirty. It's because of this. If you guys are curious about my get unready with me or my hair routine, let me know and I can totally make a video about it. I've invested a lot of time and research into this, into both my hair and my face. Okay, everybody, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that, we have some of the same Holy Grail items, or I, showed you one that you really want to try. If I did, leave a comment down below. I'm so interested to hear what you guys are trying or what was like intriguing to you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!